including appliances in stock. Shop online at rcwilly.com.
Welcome back. Our next guest, Rod Griffin from Eperian, to answer your financial questions. You can text 916-321-3310 for all of your questions for Rod. All right, first one, Rod. First of all, welcome. What should we be doing to manage and maintain our credit score during this time? This is the first time I've had a chance to ask somebody that.
Yeah, and right now, you know, my first response a couple of weeks ago was, don't worry too much about your credit report and score. Take care of your family first. Take care of your health. And that's still true. But when you look at your credit report, one, get the report. It's free at annualcreditreport.com. Know what's in it, because that gives you the power to do something about it. And two, talk to your lenders, because we're working in partnership with them to make sure that no information, if you were affected by COVID-ID in terms of income or job loss, will negatively affect your credit history. So
is
be
that
working with those lenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one just coming in, which I think piggybacks. If you do have missed payments and it does get to the credit score, what happens then?
Yeah, so if you have missed payments, just in normal times, that's going to show up in your credit report about 30 to 45 days after your due date. So that's something important to remember. So right now, we're looking at first of the month. Most people aren't going to see late payments until 30 to 45 days from now. So we're okay in that regard for the time being for most people. But once that late payment's there, it's going to have a negative effect on your credit history. It will hurt credit scores, because that's the most important factor in credit scores. So it's really why it's so important right now to be talking to your lenders.
All right, next one coming in, and I'm sure you're seeing a lot of this. I already have a poor credit score, and this whole situation is not helping. What can I do to turn things around? So several things. One, you know, if you are continuing to be employed, there are two things you always have to do. Catch up on your late payments. Bring your credit card balances down if you can. At this time, in this situation, you know, this may sound odd, but I wouldn't worry so much about the credit score right now. It's about taking advantage of, or taking the opportunities that are being presented to help you through the stimulus package. If there is unemployment happening, worry about getting those things taken care of, and then worry about the credit score. It's a matter of priorities, right? So take care of yourself first, and then worry about that credit score. Once we're through this, and you're back on your feet, make sure that you start making those payments on time. Work with your lenders now to get accounts in forbearance or deferment so that those late payments aren't reported. That's going to be the best thing you can do right now. Yeah, I would say, you know, you got to keep the power on. You got to keep the kids fed. Those are the top things, and then you go from there. And your credit score is probably, you know, about 7th or 8th in terms of your priority list right now, and your health being a top 3 or 4 thing. Next text coming in. How can we use our credit as a tool to get by during these financial difficulties?
Yeah, and I say that often, that your credit's a financial tool, debt's the financial problem. And again, we're in a unique circumstance now, in a unique time. And if you're utilizing the resources that are being made available through unemployment, if you're unemployed, and I have a daughter who's going through this right now, so we're having this conversation in my house, you know, take advantage of those resources, the stimulus package that's coming. Credit, if you need it, is a good stopgap tool. So just have a plan for how you'll repay it when you get back to work and get back on your feet. It can be a last resort tool. It's a tool in the toolbox,
right?
And use it. And your balances might go up, your scores might come down. It may sound funny coming from the credit bureau guy, but I wouldn't worry about your credit scores as much right now. Again, It's about using what you have to get through this time.
Yeah, it'll get fixed in the long haul. You just can't expect to have everything back to the way it was within the first quarter or second quarter of next year. All right, more of your questions for Rod Griffin with Eperian just ahead. But first, if you're looking for ways to donate and give back to the community, join ABC 10 and the United Way of California, helping our neighbors by donating to the COVID-19 Relief Fund. 100% of what you give goes locally. You can donate now at abc10.com/COVID relief or on the ABC 10 app.
These are difficult times for so many. ABC 10 is partnering with the United Way to raise funds for our neighbors most impacted by coronavirus. Donate now at abc10.com/COVID relief or text COVID UW to 41444. ABC 10. We stand.